Man in the Mayhem here, and today we're going to be looking at how to flash custom images straight onto our uConsole as easy as possible that will work first time on boot up. This is going to be really easy to do, and it also works at the moment for the Carbon computers Pi-Flux and Slate, and on top of that it also works for the uConsole DevTerm, and there is also some stuff that's already being worked on like the M5 stack card Pewter Zero and the Clockwork Radix uConsole as well. So this website here is actually owned by AK Rex, a good friend of mine, and he specializes in creating Linux distros for specific devices. So he does a really good job of making sure all the drivers are there and the device will just work straight up on boot with no issues at all. So this particular video, you wanted to look at the uConsole. So if we come down here, we can see exactly what images Rex has done for the ClockworkPi uConsole. So we've got Debian 12 Bookworm, Debian 13 Trixie, we've got Ubuntu 20.04, we've got Twister OS, we've got Kali, DragonOS, Parrot Home 7, Parrot Security 7, and RetroPie. So for this instance, I'm just going to click and download DragonOS. Now that's already downloaded, you can see that the username and password are preset here, so it's Pi and Dragon. DragonOS is based around working on software-defined radio, so if you have got the Hacker Gadget mods in there for the SDR radio and GPS and the extra Wi-Fi, DragonOS does a really good job of letting you do some really good signal intelligence straight off the go without any of the bloatware. So now that we've actually downloaded the operating system we want to put on this device, we need to put our SD card into our computer. For this, I'm going to be using some Rabbit Lab SD cards. Really love the reliability of them, and they're a really reasonable price and arrive really quickly when you order them. SD card goes in. I'm going to select the recipe that we have, and inside of my uConsole is the CM5. So let's click next there. Under operating system, we're going to come all the way down to use custom, to where I'm going to pick my ClockworkPi DragonOS and open that up. Once that's open, it's going to ask what storage. I'm going to just use this 14 gig Rabbit Lab one that I've got here. Next. When it comes to custom, we're not going to do any changing. We need to keep it exactly as it is to make sure it's working perfectly. Then we're going to click write, and that is then going to write and then verify that operating system onto that SD card. Just wait for our warning, understand and write. And there it goes. Right, so that's now finished and it's also now validated. So what we'll do is just click finish. Now what we're going to do is pop over to the desk, put this SD card into our uConsole, boot it up, and we'll be able to hopefully see that we have a fully working copy of DragonOS. Right, so now we're back over the desk. I'm just going to quickly power on the Pi-Flux, which has been imaged the same way with one of Rex's images for Parrot OS. While that's booting, I'm also going to get the uConsole booting, and then just because I've got it here, I'm also going to power up the Raspberry Pi as well. As you can see, they're all booting up now. And here you can see we have Parrot OS all set up and running. Here you can see we now have a Trixie, and it's got all of our lovely SDR radio applications on here ready to go and do some signal intelligence. And this one here, the reason why it's quite nice to have this open is the fact that hopefully Rex is going to be doing some images for the Raspberry Pi soon, and also hosting them on his website as well. So as you can see, two devices done straight off Rex. This one I've had to actually do all the config files myself, so it took a little bit longer, but it's just great that it's getting really easy to have access to decent images to put straight onto our Raspberry Pis to be able to build these beautiful Cyberdecks. So like I said, all of those images that you saw on Rex's website are all available for free. Rex is hosting them there, so he's an absolute legend. So please feel free to go to his GitHub and go give him some stars on there as well. He's also got an Instagram and a YouTube channel, so I would really love it if you could go and knock him some support. And if you've got any questions, he's always very helpful and always very happy to answer them. So I hope you've enjoyed this quick how to install operating systems onto these two lovely Cyberdecks, and I will catch you next time. Happy hacking!